tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
The following is a presentation of Burlington Junior Barracudas Hockey, live on YouTube.
Hockey is back in the spotlight here. Canada's 40 million eyes turn their attention to their national sport. We're ready to go. Shot scores from the point. Juliana Kalpakis.
Tiller with a shot. Rebound. They score! Haley Thompson, the hat trick. And they continue to roll.
She's in alone. Langus breaking in. Stopped by Ferguson with the glove. A real back and forth game all throughout.
Kelsey Tiller with a long shot. She scores! And it looks like Butler's got it.
Song working it on the back end. Center try, they score! Lauren Brugel on the 2-on-1. Elson takes the return pass and a shot. Scores! Sarah Elson cycles it down for Butler. Into the middle. Here's a chance. Scores! Tie game!
Haley Tiller to the net and she scores! Haley Tiller with her second of the game. So the top line for Burlington of Tiller, Thompson, and Butler all over the score sheet this afternoon. Suter, Walker, scores! Soon walks the blue line, throws it on, rebound, they score!
Bennett scores!
At forward, number 7, Haley Thompson. At forward, number 17, Kaylee Tiller. At forward, number 18, Bianca Hart. On defense, your captain, number 2, Chelsea Tiller. On defense, number 10, Juliana Kalpakis. And in goal, wearing number 31, Riley Manna.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome into Mainway Arena. Mid-December, a time for many, just the end of exam season, but one big test here for the Barracudas tonight. The Central York Panthers in town, and this is a team that comes in red hot. 3 straight regular season wins, all coming over one weekend on their Eastern Ontario road trip. For the Panthers is what they've come in off of, and they try to keep it rolling. Top 3 team in U22 Elite, and a very dangerous offense for this Central York Panthers team. That will be the challenge tonight for the Barracudas. Can they shut down a team that has 110 goals through their 26 games this season? And for the Barracudas, who sit 13th in goals against, it'll be important to limit chances for this very, very dangerous Central York team. A big chance for Bianca Hart this evening, our player to watch. She gets moved up to this Barracuda top line with Addie Butler out of the lineup. Haley Thompson, Kaylee Tiller, Bianca Hart will start this game for the Barracudas as a line, and a chance for Hart to get her offense going. 1 point through her 18 games this season, and a chance with a couple of very good offensive players to get her game going offensively for the Barracudas, the second year out of Mississauga. And she'll be important to the Barracudas in this game, trying to shut down a very dangerous Central York team. Both teams played last weekend at the USA Canada Cup. The Panthers ended the tournament 3-2 through their 5 games. And again, coming in red hot in regular season play to this point. They're third, as mentioned, in U22 Elite, 18-5-3. Barracudas sit 7 points back of the Panthers, 7th place in U22 Elite, have a couple games in hand, so getting one here. Important for the Barracudas as they try and make their march up to the standings, as we hand things over to PA announcer for starting lineups.
Fans, it's time for this evening's starting lineups. First for the Central York Panthers, led by head coach. At forward, number 12, Annabella Van Barrel. At forward, number 13, Abby Pock. At forward, number 21, Zoe Ornex. On defense, number 47, Ashley Luhar. On defense, number 98, Briere Deckers. And in goal, number 30, Claire Hawks. And the rest of the Central York Panthers. And now the starting lineups for your Burlington Barracudas, led by head coach Kevin Greco. At forward, number 18, Bianca Hart. At forward, number 17, Kaylee Tiller. At forward, number 7, Haley Thompson. On defense, number 2, Chelsea Tiller. On defense, number 10, Juliana Kalpakis. And your starting goaltender, number 31, Riley Manna. And the rest of your Burlington Barracuda. Now fans, would you please rise if you are able and remove your hats and caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back into Mainway Arena. We're ready to go. Saturday night hockey in Burlington. The Central York Panthers visiting the Burlington Barracudas. Starting goaltenders first for the Central York Panthers. Claire Hicks gets the call in goal through 10 games this season. She's 6-4, 880 save percentage, and a 383 goals against average. Not leaned on quite as heavily by head coach Steve Dempsey for these Panthers. And on the other end, Riley Manna gets the call in the goal. Through 16 games, she's 10-4, 916 save percentage, and a 247 goals against average, 4 shutouts to go along with it, and she's going to be leaned upon heavily against a very volatile Central York Panther offense as we get set to go. Kaylee Tiller will take this opening face-off. She's been excellent this season. Just got the call along with her twin sister Chelsea to play for Canada at the U18 Women's Worlds next month, and it's Annabella Van Berkel taking the face-off. She's been excellent for the Panthers. 24 goals in 23 games for number 12 as we're underway. Kaylee Tiller comes streaking into the offensive zone, driving there, a centering pass, looking for Bianca Hart. She was tied up by Abby Pack as Hart gets involved offensively early, and here comes Van Berkel. Chips it into the offensive zone. Back for it goes Chelsea Tiller. Finds Hart around the boards. Tipped into the middle of the ice. Couldn't connect there with Kaylee Tiller. She'll head off for the change. Chelsea Tiller, the Barracuda captain, back with it. Moves it up the ice. It's into the skates of Kalpakis. She'll chip it up the boards out to center. Up the left side goes Neal. As it's sent around now for Lauren Krusel. She's trying to tip it into the middle. Freaky now. Up the boards, it finds Georgia Haxma. Haxma tied up. Krusel finds it in the corner. Krusel tries to throw it to the front of the net. It bounces back to the line. A shot is knocked down in front of the net and taken away. 3 regulars out of the lineup tonight for the Barracudas, so a handful of AP call-ups in the lineup. Georgia Haxma, who you just saw there, playing up front. Caitlin Colford and Mia Skinner as well getting into the lineup as that's Colford rather, bumping it back to Skinner. Worked into the offensive zone. Here's a chance. Catalano on the backhand. She'll work it back to the line. Skinner, long shot that drifts high and wide, and the Panthers are out the other way. At center, Skinner, she's stripped to the puck, and it's worked into the offensive zone by Lewington. Lewington to the blue line, and now across to Lesnick. Down to the corner it goes. Audrey Martone to the blue line. Long shot. Save made Manna. And she'll cover the rebound. First save there for Riley Manna. And she does well to ensure no second chances come of it. And it's back to this top line battle. Van Berkel and Tiller. Off the faceoff. Here's a chance in the middle. That's knocked down by Addison Lee. She'll get a chance to clear, couldn't get it past Ordanis at the line. Now Kaylee Tiller comes back, knocks it down. Finds Hart at center. Hart across. Haley Thompson ran into Deckers there in the neutral zone, and she gets turned back. Lead feed, here's a chance. Thompson trying to cut in on Minor and has that knocked away from her as Haley Thompson just about had a step. Rolled in on goal here, deflected away by Mana for Delahunt. Here's Chelsea Tiller. Lead feed, looking there to find the stick of Haxma. It's out of her reach, all the way down. Icing called against the Barracudas. Partway through a change, most way through a change here are the Barracudas. Chelsea Tiller, the only straggler left out there after the icing, so relatively fresh legs for the Barracudas off the icing call as Haxma sends it up the boards, can't clear. Long shot is punched up into the air, and then fielding the pop fly is Mana. She'll hang on. That'll allow Burlington to complete their change. 17-18 to go here in the first period. Off the face-off, it's picked up by Kalpakis. She'll swing it back the other way. On it is Paisley. Paisley down to the corner. Trying to work it out of the corner, a chance, and that's knocked away as Janowski tried to make some room, and now Friege's out the other way. Ella Friege cutting in, ran into Krusel there, and now the Panthers will take it out. Shapira, she'll work it in deep. Picked up behind the net by Chelsea Tiller. Up for Haxma. She's knocked down and is taken away. Centering pass is just behind Audrey Martone. Now Martone on the puck. Works it back to the blue line. Chip down to the corner there as Johnson got it deep. Cross corner goes Neal. Chipped out to center here. Neal back on it. And she'll skate into the offensive zone. Has some room. Drops it off. Long shot. Missed the net as Deckers tried to thread one through, and now Catalano's out. Can't get past Van Berkel in the neutral zone, and it's picked up and skated in. Mackenzie Cody flips it to the corner. Chelsea Tiller takes it, flips it out to center, trying to connect with Haley Thompson. It was out of her reach, and Catalano will carry it in offside. That'll halt play and bring the faceoff out to the neutral zone. And once again, we see this matchup. Looks like Kevin Greco wants to stick to it. Kaylee Tiller against Annabella Van Berkel. Two players scoring at a goal-a-game pace through the first half of this season. Played into the middle. Van Berkel dropped it off, carried in, and a shot by Pack is redirected up to the near corner. Out to center now. To Lesnick, lost it to Tiller, maybe a chance here, 2-on-1, Tiller in, shoots, blockered away by Claire Hicks, up and out. Well, a near 2-on-1 there for the Barracudas as Tiller took it in, but a good recovery on the back check by the Panthers to really eliminate the pass option for Tiller. And now you never discount Kaylee Tiller when she's got a chance like that, but a good job by the Panthers of eliminating the cross crease option, allowed Hicks to really focus in on number 17 as the Barracudas work it down to the near corner. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Janowski couldn't settle it. Haxma will work it in. Foot race back to the puck. Minor battling for it against Friege. Minor works it ahead for Janowski. She lost it, and now a sharp angle shot that hit Friege on the way and taken here by Janowski. Janowski up the boards. Chipped ahead here by Shapira. Shapira driving the net, now a centering pass. Shapira in, pad save. Riley Mana looked like Shapira left the puck behind a bit. Comes to the blue line now. Neal holds for a moment. And Addison Lee will get a second try. Lee for Tiller. She couldn't settle the pass down, and Martone works it to the blue line. Backhanded down towards the corner. Martone gets it back up for the Panther captain Johnston. Around the board towards the blue line. Bouncing puck finds its way to Catalano. She works it into the middle, and it's taken out here by Culford. Culford, a call up from the U15 Barracudas as it's picked up behind the net by Johnson. Up the boards now on the near side. Backhanded down for Chelsea Tiller. She looks up ice, and she'll skate it in herself. Tiller in with a shot, blocker save Hicks. As it redirects to the corner, and it's picked up here by Van Berkel. Lead pass, Ordanis. Rink wide, here's a chance now on the far side. A shot, blocker save, and Manna couldn't find the rebound. It was back in the corner behind her. Worked in now on the far side again. A quick shot, good block there. Kalpakis getting the stick down. Tried to work it ahead for Hart, who was in the middle of a stumble, couldn't find the puck, so the Panthers hold on. A shot and a save made by Manna as Van Berkel got one through the traffic, but Manna equal to the task, makes the save. Tie up on the draw, one back by the Panthers to the blue line. A long shot is sticked away by Manna, and the rebound picked up by Haley Thompson. Thompson run into by Pack there as Kolesnik finds in the neutral zone and gets into the offensive end. Cleared out here as Miwa Carter almost lost the puck. Recovered in time to get it away from Paisley. Now Carter in trouble again. Paisley there, and Ella Frigi coming back just in the nick of time to make a good stick check. Now a foot race in the Central York end. Cruzel in there against Minor. Comes loose for Frigi. Frigi out to the side of the net, and there was Haxma, but couldn't get the shot away. At center, here's Tryfit. Poked off her stick by Tiller. Tiller rings it around the boards and finds Haxma there. Haxma goes out to center. Lead pass through the neutral zone. Lewington trying to catch up to this puck. She's going to beat out the icing here. Battling for it against Tiller now. Lewington trying to get it up to the blue line. Catalano got in the way, and then Tiller cleared it out. Right back in here come the Panthers. Johnson trying to cut her way into the middle. Works it down behind the net for Audrey Martone. Martone left it for Johnson. Johnson tied up there by Chelsea Tiller. Behind the net, Martone couldn't settle it down. It comes around the boards. There forward is Caitlin Clark. Behind the net, here's Lewington. Lewington, here's a centering pass and a chance. Bouncing puck on top of the net. And that will halt play.
This period is brought to you by Nickelbrook Brewing. Mention Junior Kudas at your next Nickelbrook gathering, and we receive a kickback.
Off the draw, here's a chance out of the corner. That bounces up to the blue line and is cleared away by Hart. Hart under pressure here from behind, as able to take that away was Mackenzie Cody. Ordanis on it in the offensive zone. To the blue line to Lesnick. Knocked down by Thompson. Hart trying to catch up to that puck. Now it's chipped up the boards. Turned back here in the neutral zone by Cody. Cody waits, gets it into the offensive end. Now Kalpakis back. Around the boards it goes. Bianca Hart waiting for it. Puck didn't reach her before the Panthers took it away. Comes loose now on the far side. Here's Van Berkel. Works in, shoots from a sharp angle. It's knocked down and rolls to Riley Manna. She'll hang on. 10:50 remaining in the first period here, and the Panthers doing a good job hemming the Barracudas in that half of the ice, not really allowing Burlington many chances to get out the other way, and lots of good scoring opportunities for the Panthers to this point. Miwa Carter goes up the boards, finds Haxma, who fires it out through center. Right back in it goes as the Panthers converge on the forecheck here. Miwa Carter lost the puck in the corner. Here's a centering pass. Janowski at her stick checked. Ella Frigi made a couple of good plays with the stick here to negate scoring chances for Central York as it comes deep into the Panthers' end. Cruzel lost the puck in the corner to Minor. She'll skate it to center. She's bumped off the puck by Haxma. Down into Burlington territory it goes. Miwa Carter up the ice, pass got away there from Haxma in the neutral zone. Now Martone into the middle. Johnson takes it to the outside, shoots, save made Manna, and she hangs on. Well, a good job by Mana staying square there. Johnston trying to cut across to find the shooting lane, and Mana just making sure she was in position to make an easy save. Long shot knocked down here. A centering pass bounces in on goal. Mana tried to corral it, knocked the net off, and that's going to draw us to a stop here. Mana just trying to reach back and grab that puck beside her. Knocked the net right off its pegs. The Barracudas send out this Tiller line again. This time it's against Johnson, so different look on the matchup here for Kevin Greco. Kaylee Tiller drops it back for Chelsea, and up now to Kalpakis. Kalpakis looking ahead for Haley Thompson, redirected that right on net. Rebound came loose for a moment, and then it was knocked away. Loose puck. Here's Tiller, a centering pass, and Keelan Song couldn't settle it down. Song now getting the chance up on the top unit with Tiller and Thompson. And Song on the puck. Shovel it ahead for Tiller. She couldn't quite settle it down. Puck out to center, hit the linesman. That'll slow things down as the Barracudas complete a change. Loose puck comes to Van Berkel, working in on the backhand now. Turns back at the circle. Van Berkel knocked off her stick by Haxma. Tiller behind the net now. Up the boards it goes. Unable to settle it down there was Haxma. Comes right back down to the corner. Delahunt. Miner steps up to try and hold the line. Comes toward Dennis. She'll keep it in. Now Haxma, another chance to clear as she'll work it ahead for Frege. Frege works it in with a shot. That's knocked down as getting in the way of it was Deckers. Picked up in the middle of the ice. Here's Miner. Up ahead, and here goes Van Berkel up the wing. Trying to dance her way past Lee, who does a good job getting in the way, and it's turned back for Lee now. Lee lost it behind the net. Van Berkel's on the puck. Van Berkel, a centering pass out of the reach there of Janowski. A good stick from Catalano to cut that play off. Keelan Song now. Spins back, sends it up the boards. Chipped out to center, trying to find it was Catalano. It's taken away by Neal, who skates it in. Neal drops it back for Janowski. Janowski muscled off the puck there by Catalano, and it's sent up to the line. Catalano trying to reach it, had it chipped past her, but now maybe a chance the other way. Here comes Catalano. She's one-on-one. Catalano trying to work her way past Neal, couldn't get by, and it will roll to Hicks. And she'll draw the whistle to stop play. Face-off will be held over to the left of, or the right of Hicks. Work back to the line. Now a shot that hit a body on the way and didn't get through. Now Tiller with the steal, trying to work it into the middle with a shot blocker. Save Hicks. As Tiller picked the pocket. Sent across now. Skinner a shot, looking for the redirect. It was a rebound out in front of the net, and it rolled right through. Looked like under the leg of Hicks as it came back out to the front of the net. Knocked down here in the neutral zone by Haley Thompson. Burlington changing as Thompson winds up. Thompson gets it in deep here as it's picked up behind the net by Telesnik. Martone tips it into the middle. Here's Van Berkel for Ordanis. Ordanis in with a shot that's stick to the near corner by Mana. Around the board, stepping up for it here is Martone with a centering pass, and that's knocked away. Net behind Mana off again here as it's centered, and Tiller gets in the way of that. Couldn't find Krusel with the pass in the neutral zone, and Miner's right back in. She's going to have to tag up. Wait for the offside as that gives Kalpakis some time. She finds Haxma in the neutral zone. Haxma for Krusel. She's knocked off the puck as she tried to work it to her forehand. Now Frege in the neutral zone. Back for it is Delahunt here. Lost it, and maybe a chance now for Tryfin with a shot. She scores! Anastasia Tryfin picks Delahunt's pocket and makes it 1-0 for the Panthers. Well, Delahunt just unable to settle that puck down. Lost it behind her, and Tryfin was right there to skate it in and beat Mana on the blocker side. Opens the scoring here for Central York, who've been pushing in this period. Skated in here again by the Panthers. It's taken by Clark. Sent around the boards, and now up, get in past Clark. Catalano 1-on-3, and she lost it. Taken out here by Minor. Centering pass here, rolls in on net, and Mana covers that up. Well, now for Burlington, you're going to need to take some more chances trying to come back in this game, but you've still got to be careful of a really good offense. That was Tryfin, just her third of the season, so not one of the Panthers' more heavily relied upon offensive players, but contributing here as it comes loose now for Lewington, and she couldn't settle it down. Out of the corner now, centering pass comes all the way to the blue line. To Lesnick, she'll try to float one through, that's kicked away by Mana. On the far side, here's Martone trying to work it into the middle. It's picked off by Tiller, and she finds Thompson. Here comes Haley Thompson on the far side. Drags and shoots, missed the net. Good job by Thompson, and now she's back on the puck again. In, tries the same thing and put it into the skates of Telesnik. Puck battle in the corner now. Lead feed knocked down by Chelsea Tiller, and she's on the puck now into the offensive zone. Tiller, she's knocked off the puck. Frege follows up, takes it around, back of the net. Frege looking for options, takes the shots. That's knocked away from the front of the net. Now Krusel couldn't work it up to the blue line, and Van Berkel will chip it down. No icing on the play here as Tiller's back for it. Chelsea Tiller, her lead pass picked off in the neutral zone and sent right back into the Barracuda end. Comes to the blue line now. Minor tries to get one through the traffic. It was knocked down in front of the net by Ordanis. Up at the blue line now. Long shot. That took a deflection along the way, goes wide, and Kalpakis will work it up to the blue line. It's tipped out for Frege. Frege ahead, trying to find Haxma. Haxma in by herself here as the Barracudas change. She's knocked down behind the net, and it's sent out towards center. Picked up here by Shapira. Shapira finds Tryfin, the goal scorer. It bounces up off her stick. Out of play, 3:29 to go in period number one. It's Anastasia Tryfin, the goal scorer for Central York. That has us at a 1-0 game here late in period number one. Off the face-off, Addison Lee sends it around the boards. Catalano to the blue line where it's held. Centering pass that bounces wide of the net. Here's Shapira. Catalano took that. She has it taken off her stick by Paisley. Trying to settle it down behind the net is Song. She finds Miwok Carter. She can't clear the zone. Here's Shapira. Out of the corner, a centering pass bounces in on net, and Mana there to jump on that. Draws the whistle. And it's this top Barracuda line out once again, and does seem to be this matchup against Johnson that Kevin Greco's looking for more now. Barracudas win the draw. On the puck here is Mia Skinner. She lost it. A centering pass now. Martone spins it to the net. It rolls in on net. And Mana once again there to cover up. A chance out front for Martone. One of several point per game players on this Panther team. Now Thompson skates it up the near side boards. Haley Thompson driving wide, driving the net with a shot. Save made Hicks. Rebound cleared away to the line. Chelsea Tiller works it in deep for Bianca Hart. Here's a centering pass that deflected away from the front of the net, and it's taken now by Miwok Carter. Sent back in. Around the boards it goes. Miwa Carter. Bianca Hart waiting for the puck here. She'll leave it ahead for Kaylee Tiller, who gets it in deep and starts the change. Lead feed now. Tipped into the offensive zone by Abby Pack. Ordanis on the puck. In the corner. Skinner on it here too. Gets it around the boards for Frege. She can't clear as Van Berkel got in the way. Van Berkel, her shot rolled through the crease and wide. Battle for the puck now on the near side. Comes up high, loose puck, sharp angle chance there as Ordanis couldn't get it through to the net. It's off the boards and into the feet of Frege. She can't clear. Minor down for Ordanis, battling for it here against Skinner, who rings it around the boards for Haxma. Haxma, her pass across went into the skates there of Ordanis. It bounces to Mana, who will stop that and hang on as both teams make changes. Minute and a half to go here in the period as Paisley will take this face-off against Tiller. So another different matchup look here for the Barracudas as they try and create some offense. Maddie Delahunt looks up ice, trying to find Tiller there. It's past everyone. Won't be icing here as Thompson goes in for the puck against Minor. Kaylee Tiller has some room in the middle, looking for options. Threads it to the point, a long shot, and that's easily gloved and held by Hicks. That'll get a whistle and a face-off. Minute 5 on the clock. Here in period number 1, Burlington trying to get something going offensively late here in period number 1 as Janowski's going to get waved out of the draw. Here's Janowski. Off the face-off, sends it around the boards. Tryfin will deflect it out to center. Delahunt. Left it for Lee. Lee back to Delahunt and up the boards to Song. Song finds Kaylee Tiller. In on the far side. Tiller driving wide. Takes it a wraparound try and able to seal the post was Hicks as Kaylee Tiller with a power move from behind the net. Now here comes Chelsea Tiller. Skating it in. Takes the shot. Blocker save by Hicks. Final 30 seconds here. Tiller has that knocked away from her. Bounces down the ice as Catalano will go back. Her clearing attempt went into the skates of the official there as Mana pokes it back behind the goal. Comes free from Martone. Quick shot. Save made Mana as she had Lewington right there. Final seconds now. Comes to the blue line. That'll get past Clark. Turns back. Drops it across, and that should do it for period number 1. Anastasia Tryfin has the goal that has the Panthers up 1-0 here on a Saturday night battle at Mainway Arena. We'll step away and be back with second period action.
Hi, I'm Aubrey. Hi, I'm Juliana. Hi, I'm Gabby. And this is the Whisper Challenge. Go. Do. To. The. Net.
Burlington Junior Barracudas.
Go again.
Burlington.
Pull.
Burlington
Burlington.
Junior Barracudas.
Barracudas.
Walter Cup champions. Walter Cup champions.
Yeah. Haley. Say it again. Haley. Elite. Haley. Wickenheiser. Won last year. Wickenheiser. Hey, Wickenheiser.
Yeah. Professional. Women's hockey league.
She shoots. She scores.
Shoes.
She shoots.
Cheeky shoes.
She shoots.
Cheetah.
She.
Cheese.
She.
Trees.
She.
All I'm getting is cheese.
She. Cheese. She's. She's. She shoots. She scores. She. She shoots. She scores. Wait. She shoots. She shoots. Shoots. She. She scores. She scores.
This has been the Whisper Challenge. Thank you for watching.
Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. But I'm just getting started. My eyes on the target. No. You're the battles won, still kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Welcome back into Mainway Arena. 20 minutes gone here in this Saturday night bout between the Barracudas and the Central York Panthers, and it's the Panthers on top, 1-0. Anastasia Tryfin, the goal with 5:53 to go in the first, unassisted, the only scoring so far. A tight game, tight checking. More time spent so far in the Burlington end. They look to change that as we're underway here in period number 2. Tiller, she'll skate it ahead up the near side and sends it around the boards. In behind the net comes Luce Thompson. Tries to center that out in front of the goal. It's taken out the other way by Pack. Pack fires it cross corner here, bouncing out to the front of the goal. Tied up there was Kalpakis as it's bounced free. Now Kalpakis has it. Goes up the boards. Couldn't connect there as Miner gets it right back into the offensive end. Here, sent in deep here. Tiller couldn't settle it down offside, and she'll have to tag up and get the change. Tipped into the middle here, looking for Tryfin, the goal scorer. Now to the blue line. Krusel there to get in the way of that pass, and it's taken back into the Panthers' end by Cody. Paisley into the middle. Bounces right back to her, takes a shot, pad save made, rebound bouncing out in front of the goal. Here's another chance, save made, Mana still loose in front of her as she sprawls out to the right and is able to make the save. Well, chaos in the early going here is good couple of chances there for the Panthers. Mana equal to the task as she sprawled out to her right to make that pad save. Off the face-off, here's Addison Lee as she spins it back to the far side. Krusel trying to redirect it in the middle, finds Frege. Back to Krusel now, she'll skate it ahead. Plays it off for Catalano. Gabby Catalano down to the corner. Lost the puck and it's sent around the boards. Lee waiting there for it. Gets it down to the corner for Frege. Frege left it there for Catalano, protecting the puck in the corner. She's taken down, and it's sent back around the other side by Cody. Up the boards it goes. Trying to reach it there is Tryfin as it's picked up behind the net by Delahunt. She'll reverse it to the other side. Lead feed there, trying to find Krusel. She couldn't settle the puck down, nor could Frege. And it's taken ahead by the Panthers. Here's a chance. 2-on-1, and fanning on the pass was Lewington. That was Martone on the back door. Martone on the puck now behind the net. She couldn't corral it. And Delahunt will get a chance to clear. Up to the blue line. Clark holds the zone. Leaves it for Johnson. Johnson in with a shot. Blockered away by Mana. Up into the netting. Out of play. Draws a whistle with 17:40 remaining in the period. And the Barracudas get their top line back out there trying to get things going. It's once again going to be Keelan Song out there with Tiller and Thompson, so giving her some chances to produce offensively as well as it's turned back at the blue line. Lewington. Kalpakis. Her clearing attempt is fanned on, a chance out in front of that. Martone save Mana. And once again, the net behind Mana knocked off, and now a chance the other way. Here's Tiller with Thompson. Tiller looking for Thompson. Got it back. Centering pass. Loose puck. They score, but the net was off. Waved off quickly by the official behind the net. Haley Thompson jammed it home, but net behind Hicks was off. So on that same sequence, on one end, Mana's net came off behind her, and then on the other side, same thing happened behind Hicks. So it's been a trend here tonight at Mainway as it's picked up in the neutral zone by Song. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone as Haley Thompson collects. She'll get it deep and head off for the change for Burlington as looking up ice here is Minor. Her lead pass tipped into the offensive zone and picked up now in the near corner by Miwok Carter. Carter, her long pass is deflected away. Foot raised here as Krusel will be first on in the corner. Spinning off the pressure from Minor. Now finds Frege. Frege up to the blue line. Now rink wide. Delahunt steps in, shoots, pad save Hicks. And the rebound corralled by Tryfin. Held at the line by Addison Lee. Ella Frege will cycle it in deep. Lauren Krusel battling for it there as it's taken away from her by Deckers and cleared out to center. Drop back. Here's Delahunt. Delahunt looking ahead there for Krusel. Puck bounced over her stick, and that will trigger a change. Lead pass out to the neutral zone. Played into the middle. Tryfin will just roll it in on net. Now Delahunt looking up the ice, trying to find Thompson. That pass couldn't connect, and now Kalpakis will go back for it again. Juliana Kalpakis reverses it behind the net. Delahunt, she couldn't get it around the boards for Thompson there. Battle for it now, and a centering pass knocked away by Kaylee Tiller. Tiller ran over Martone in behind the net. Now Delahunt for Kalpakis. Keelan Song tips it into the middle. Johnson reaches that first, and it's right back into the Barracuda zone. Here's Kalpakis. Keelan Song tips it ahead for Tiller, who sends a long pass across. Here's Thompson with a shot. That's off the tip of the glove of Claire Hicks and bounces up into the netting. Out of play. 5 minutes gone in period 2. Chances on both ends here, but stays a 1-goal game. Freaky to take this face off against Shapira. And the Panthers get the win. Here's Pack. Bounces here for Shapira. And now sent in deep. In behind the goal here is Chelsea Tiller. Loose puck in the neutral zone now. Bounce into the offensive zone by Catalano. She's turned back quickly here by the Panthers. Tipped across. Here's Shapira. Shapira skates it in. Stops up. Works it back to the blue line. And sent back in now as the Panthers have to tag up for the offside. Here's Tiller. Chelsea Tiller, she'll skate it in herself. 1-on-4 here, tried to chip and chase, couldn't catch up to the puck. And out with it, now a chance here. Paisley working it on the near side. Paisley shoots, missed the net. Rebound on the far side. In behind the net, Paisley. Tried to get it back out in front. Kalpakis turns to protect the puck. Into the middle. Finds Kaylee Tiller. Tiller up ahead. Here's a chance now. 3-on-1 maybe. Haxma works in. Centering pass. Loose puck. Tiller. Save made. Rebound comes to the corner. Thompson with a shot. Still loose to the front of the net. Lee fires. It deflects wide. Good series of chances there for the Barracudas, but they can't bury. Flipped into the offensive zone. In behind the net here. Chipped up and out to center now by the Panthers as Lee will range back for it. Addison Lee around the boards. Skinner. She fans on the pass. Martone in there on her. Martone centering try. That rolls right through the crease. Cruzel unable to clear. Johnson trying to work it to the net. Johnson. Down towards the corner. Bianca Hart disrupts that. Now Skinner throws that to the front of the goal. That took a bounce right off the stick of Riley Manna, who was able to deflect away. Now a centering try and a good stick there from Addison Lee. Out comes Cruzel now. Has some room but couldn't hang on to the puck. Martone working in on Skinner. Martone centering pass. It's onto the backhand for Pack, and the rebound cleared away. Nervous moments in the Burlington end. Here's a sharp angle shot. Save made by Manna. To the blue line. Here's Clark. Works it back down to the corner. Now a sharp angle shot and a save made there by Manna. Off the glass goes Delahunt. Can't clear past Clark. Still on the attack here are the Panthers. Kaylee Tiller trying to clean it up behind the net. Finds Thompson around the boards. Thompson looking for Song in the neutral zone. It bounced away from her. Ordanis. Her pass into the middle. That's off a skate and bounces back down to the Panther end. Here's Delahunt in the neutral zone now. Across finds Miwa Carter. Carter, she'll flip it down the ice. That's going to go all the way, and this will be icing against Burlington with 11:38 to go in the period. And something to keep an eye on here. Doesn't appear Annabella Van Berkel is on the bench for Central York, so perhaps a bit short-handed in this second period are the Panthers. Not sure if something happened in the first as that puck bounces in on net. Manna will grab it. But with no Van Berkel, it's been Shapira who's taken those shifts on the top line for the Panthers. Janowski gets weighed out of the draw. Paisley will come in to take it, and Paisley gets the winger win. In behind the net, Janowski pulls it free. Paisley there now. Paisley lost it. Krusel skates it out to center. Into the offensive zone. It's taken there by Deckers. Deckers up the boards towards the blue line and forced out for Janowski. Now a foot race. Catalano has to get back in a hurry, able to get there ahead of Janowski, and now Catalano will chip it up the boards, try to start the rush. Here's Frigi through center. Ella Frigi driving the wing, trying to take a shot at her stick tied up. As it comes loose in the Panther zone, worked ahead for Paisley. Paisley up through the middle. Here's Lewington. Lewington trying to dance her way, couldn't get past Kalpakis as she's forced wide. A centering pass is deflected away by Frigi, and she'll send it ahead for Haley Thompson. Burlington partway through a chains. Thompson trying to work her way in all alone. Had the puck knocked off her stick, and now Johnson skates it ahead. Johnson shoots, glove save, and she hangs on. Approaching the midway mark of period number 2, and we remain in a 1-0 game here. Kaylee Tiller will take this face-off against Johnson. Tiller gets the win back for Chelsea Tiller. She goes up the boards. It's knocked down at the blue line by Cody. As that's Caitlin Colford now out there with this Barracuda top line. So lots of different combinations for Burlington as a lead feed finds Lewington. She lost the puck to Della Hunt, and she'll bring it around the boards for Bianca Hart. Battle for the puck along the near side. Oh, that door. The door in the Barracuda's end got opened up there, so that will stop play. They secure that, and we'll get a face-off. It will be in the Burlington end. Shapira will take this face-off again with this centering this top line in the absence of Van Berkel. Haley Thompson chips it up the boards. Bianca Hart trying to catch up to this puck. Hart works it in, tries to take a shot, scores! Bianca Hart has her first of the season, and it's tied this game at 1. Well, just a quick shot from a sharp angle that just kind of took a hop at the side of the net, and might have been off the stick there of Hicks. Nonetheless, it goes top shelf, and Bianca Hart takes advantage of the top line promotion and has this game tied at 1. Out to center it goes here as it's well held on the line there. Now a chance for the Panthers. Stepping in with a shot and a glove save made by Riley Manna. As the Panthers try to get it right back, or Dennis with the chance. Now Tiller will take this face off in the defensive zone. Burlington trying to press their advantage here in what's now a tie game. Loose puck, here's Kalpakis. Sends it around the boards. Tiller couldn't advance that puck towards the blue line, and now Tryfon. Pinned to the boards here by Kalpakis. Tryfon and Kalpakis doing battle down in the corner.
18, Bianca Hart.
Still battling down there as now Tiller getting in as well as she hauls down Tryfon. Here come the Barracudas out the other way. Kalpakis trying to backhand that ahead, couldn't get it to Song. Skated out now by the Panthers. Janowski tips it into the offensive zone. Maddie Delahunt rings it around the boards, finds Chelsea Tiller. Tiller, lead pass for Song. Loose puck, here's a chance now for Thompson. She couldn't quite get it over the blue line there. She gets turned back and it's sent back down into Burlington territory. Chelsea Tiller for Delahunt, who assisted on the Hart goal. Now to Frigi. Frigi works it in on the far side. Frigi in with a shot that deflects up over the goal. Battle for it down in the corner now. Frigi trying to get it loose. Catalano in there as well. Now Catalano's got it. Up towards the blue line. Lee, rink wide. Miwok Carter takes a shot. Looking for the deflection out front. Pad save made by Hicks. Comes up to the blue line, and we're going to get a penalty here. against the Barracudas. Cross-check the call. It's Ella Frigi. As she just got into a battle down in the corner and knocked down the Panther, and that's going to send Central York to the first power play of this game. They make wholesale changes here, so still no sign of Annabella Van Berkel. She'd be a key member of this power play. Paisley steps in to take the face off as it's worked down to the corner by the Barracudas. Paisley sends it around to the blue line. Minor and rink wide for Deckers. Deckers down to the corner. Here's a sharp angle shot, pad save, and as Mana slid across to seal that post, the net knocked off its moorings once again. So we get a whistle, and the face-off will be over to the left of Mana. Janowski gets the win. Back to the blue line. Deckers steps in, takes a shot, deflection, rebound loose, and it's cleared down to the corner. In behind the net now, Paisley. Up to the blue line. Here's Minor. Across for Deckers. Back to the point for Minor. Minor with a shot, looking for that deflection in the high slot from Paisley. She couldn't get a stick on it as Song is able to clear it away. 40 seconds gone in the penalty to Frigi as it's sent down the ice here by Miwa Carter. That'll allow the Barracudas to make a change. Minor starts the rush. Minor up for Ordanis. She stops up at the circle, works it back up to the blue line. Here's Shapira. Shapira across, back to the blue line, and Cruzel with a good stick to shovel that out to center. Cody. Her pass ahead for Pack. Tiller picks it up, and she'll skate it around the net. Goes off the glass, down the ice, and that'll burn some more clock. Telesnik starts the rush for the Panthers on the power play. Drops it off for Cody. Cody advances it into the offensive zone. Delahunt there waiting for it. Clears it out to center. Thompson will finish the job. Get it down the ice. 20 seconds to go and the penalty to Frigi. One last rush here on the power play as it's worked ahead by Caitlin Clark. She stopped at the red line by Catalano. Lewington picks up the loose puck. Lewington stops up in the corner. Time winding down to the penalty. A cross-ice pass and a shot that's sailed high. Now it's Johnson with the shot, save made there by Mana. And she hangs on with 5:48 to go as we're back to 5-on-5. So a successful penalty kill for the Barracudas, and an important one here with 5:48 remaining in period number 2 and what's now a tie game thanks to Bianca Hart's first of the season. Martone and Frigi on this face-off. Martone's going to get waved out here, so Johnson will come in to take it instead. And able to get the win there is Frigi. Here's Miwa Carter. Starting the rush, finds Song. She had to collect it on her backhand, and now she works it in. Drops it off. Frigi with a shot, and she missed the net. Lead pass for Martone as that ramps up off her stick and up out of play. Draws a whistle with 5.5 on the clock here. Tiller to take this draw now for Burlington as the top line back out. This time it's Gabby Catalano on that left wing. Played into the middle. Here's Tiller. Works in. Shoots. Blocker. Save Hicks. As Kaylee Tiller made some room. Now Chelsea waiting for it at the blue line. And Martone with a diving play to get that out to center. Here's Chelsea Tiller. Up the boards. Couldn't find Catalano. Chelsea Tiller goes back for it. Kalpakis. One hand, shovel it towards the blue line here as she reaches ahead, tried to get it through for Tiller. It went off a skate, and Martone works it in. Martone went hard into the boards there near the Burlington line. Now played rink wide. Haley Thompson has Tiller with her, maybe a 2-on-1. Thompson, far side, across, looking for Tiller. Pass just out of her reach, as she had some room on the back door to put that through. Here's Catalano, trying to settle the puck down, working in. Catalano shoots, save made, and Hicks will cover the rebound. Well, a couple good chances there for the Barracudas. Thompson and Tiller haven't had a ton of room to work here against the Panthers, but found their way to a 2-on-1 there, and Thompson just trying to thread that pass through. Couldn't find the stick of Tiller. Ordanis into the offensive zone, plays a centering pass, looking for Pack there, but missed, and now it's sent ahead for Lauren Krusel. Krusel, shoulder down, driving the net as she's knocked down. That's going to be a penalty against Central York. So after the successful kill, the Barracudas will get their first chance at the power play. It's going to be Mackenzie Cody heading off for the hold. And Burlington a chance to take their first lead of this game. Interesting look here on the power play for Burlington. 3 defenders out there as Kalpakis works it down. Centering pass, looking across for Kaylee Tiller. Now Chelsea. Long shot, that's sticked away. Thompson works in. Thompson waits, tries to center that, and it comes loose to Pack, who will send it down the ice. So it's Maddie Delahunt taking that third forward spot on this power play. Usually a spot held by Addie Butler, but just the bang and crash body in front of the net as Kaylee Tiller comes flying in. Tiller in to the backhand, to the net, and had it knocked away at the last second there. Now Delahunt battles for it. Tiller grabs it, and we're going to get a penalty here. That will end the Barracuda power play. Body contact, it looks like the call, and I think it's going to be Kaylee Tiller in that battle behind the net. So the Barracuda's power play ends 50 seconds in. We'll get a minute 10 of 4-on-4 here, and then a abbreviated Central York power play. Krusel battling for this loose puck. It's played off the end boards, and Mana will smother that. As we've got 3 minutes on the clock now in the second. Remain tied at 1. A little 4-on-4 action in a game where there's not been a lot of space. We'll see if anyone's able to break things open here during the 4-on-4 as Miwa Carter goes ahead for Lauren Krusel. Krusel trying to slip up through the middle, couldn't get past Clark. Comes to the blue line. Miwa Carter. Carter bumped off the puck by Martone. Now Freaky. Reaching forward is Freaky, trying to work it up towards the point. Held there by Addison Lee. Lee on the backhand, and she'll retreat out to center and allow the Barracudas to reset. Neal being shadowed here by Freaky. Lead pass for Johnson. Johnson bumped off the puck there by Kalpakis and picked up behind the net now, and dropping it back is Chelsea Tiller. Ella Freaky now skates it up along the far side. Freaky, nice move to the middle, shoots, save made Hicks, and she hangs on. Well, Ella Freaky with a good dash up the ice and a nice move to get that puck into the middle, but able to make the save there was Hicks, who has been very solid tonight for Central York. Janowski gets waved out of the face-off here. Tryfon will step in to take it. 3 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 as back on the ice here is Cody. She'll head straight off to the bench and allow the Panthers to get their power play set up. They got 40 seconds of 5-on-4 to work with as Chelsea Tiller will try and burn a few of those off as she sends it down the ice. Haley Thompson, they're battling for it. Went hard into Deckers there, took her down. As Paisley skates it through center. Paisley, stripped to the puck. Here's Haley Thompson, chips it ahead, and she'll take the change. 15 seconds to go with a penalty to Kaylee Tiller. Delahunt trying to clear the zone, rings it around the boards, waiting for it. There's Telesnik. She works it down towards the corner. Tryfin. She'll cycle it down. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5 here. Final minute and change of this second period.
Last
Delahunt.
play in the second period.
Now Addison Lee. Looks up the ice here. Lead feed. Tiller trying to knock it down. Couldn't quite corral it as it's sent out for Pack. That puck bounces up high right in front of the Barracuda bench. They're in the middle of a change here. Had to be careful. Now a quick shot and a glove save made by Riley Manna. So some confusion in front of the Barracuda bench there. Chelsea Tiller came out. Puck was right there, so she had to jump back off the ice. Then it was down into the Burlington end. So she had to wait. Now off the whistle she gets the change, but good heads-up play to avoid the too many. Comes to the line. Cody with a long shot. High slot tip there from Shapira was nullified, and now Shapira's on the puck on the far side. At the blue line. Holds on. Dumps it off to the far side. Here's a centering pass. Save made with the right pad by Manna as alone in front was Ordanis. Here come the Barracudas running out of time in the period. Frege into the middle. Here's Catalano with a chance and left the puck behind on the backhand. 4 seconds to go as a long shoot-in will roll wide, and that will do it. Bianca Hart has her first of the season and has this game tied up at 1 after 40 minutes. We'll step away and be back with third period action from Mainway.
Hi, I'm Aubrey. Hi, I'm Juliana.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm Addison.
And this is the Whisper Challenge.
Go.
Go.
To.
Do.
To.
To.
The.
The.
Net.
Net. Burlington Junior Barracudas. Go again. Burlington. Pull. Burlington. Burlington. Junior. Junior. Barracudas. Barracudas.
Walter. Water. Walter. Walter Cup champions. Walter Cup champions.
Yeah. Haley. Say it again. Haley. Elite. Haley. Haley. Wickenheiser. Won last year. Wickenheiser. Hey, Wickenheiser.
Professional. Professional.
Professional.
Women's. Hockey.
Hockey.
League.
She shoots. She scores.
Shoes.
She shoots.
Cheeky shoes.
She shoots.
Cheetah.
She.
Cheese.
She.
Trees.
She.
All I'm getting is cheese.
She.
Cheese.
She's. She shoots. She scores. She shoots. She scores.
Wait.
She shoots.
She.
Shoots.
Shoots.
She.
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 She. Shoots.
Scores. She
scores.
This has been the Whisper Challenge. Thank you for watching.
'cause you know they're gonna say it anyway. Who cares if they laugh at what we do? 'Cause it's only me and you that know the truth. Middle finger to the sky, they don't know about you and I. We've been rolling deeper than they'll ever know. Even though I broke your heart, no, that won't keep us apart. Baby, I know, I'm not giving you up. If you want my love, then you got it. Anytime you want it, baby, bring your body back to me. They can call me foolish and stupid, don't know why I do this, but baby, bring your body back to me. I know, I'm not giving you up. I know, I'm not giving you up. If you want my love, then you got it.
Welcome back into Mainway Arena. We're all tied up at 1 through 40 minutes here between the Barracudas and the Central York Panthers. Bianca Hart, the equalizing goal in the second period, brought us here after the Anastasia Tryphon goal in the first, and 20 minutes to decide a winner here on Saturday night at Mainway as the Barracudas win the face-off. Back for Chelsea Tiller it goes. Kalpakis through center, she'll fire it in deep. After it, here's Keelan's Song. It's worked up to the blue line, and out come the Panthers. Played off to the near side, Ordanis, and she's offside. That will halt play here, 20 seconds in to the period. And quick look at the Panther bench. Still no sign of Annabella Van Berkel there, leading scorer. So she didn't play at all in period number 2, so appears to be done for the game as it's sent up the ice to the neutral zone, and it bounces down to the corner here. Behind the net, Chelsea Tiller, lead feed, tipped into the neutral zone here. Thompson trying to get to it. Cody got to it first, and she'll play it out to center. Chelsea Tiller back across from Miwok Carter. Now Keelan Song. Up for Haley Thompson, who backhands it in. And she'll head off for the change. Puck bounces here in the Central York zone. Sent out to center here where it's picked up by Lauren Cruzel. Cruzel into the middle. Here's a quick shot sent wide. Rebound, a sharp angle try. Loose, they score! Out in front of the goal. It bounced to the front of the net, and I think that's Lauren Cruzel who got the last touch, and the Barracudas take the lead early in the third. Well, it's just a pass out in front of the net, quick, sharp angle pass, and the redirect out in front of the net finds its way through. It was a bit chaotic there as sprawling out was Hicks, but able to jam it. Between the legs was Cruzel. A few bodies in there. We'll see who gets the official credit for the goal. Cruzel led the charge to the bench. Face off, one back here by the Panthers. It's Telesnik going across. Up the ice it goes now. Picked up by Catalano. She lost it, and in come the Panthers with a shot that missed the net. Now Telesnik at the blue line. Frigi trying to work it out to center. Tryphon and holds. Waits, and she'll work it back behind the net. Centering pass here, looking for Janowski, and that was knocked away. Sent down the ice here, and that will get past everyone. Icing called against Burlington as the Panthers look to answer back quickly here after the Barracudas took their first lead of the game. Johnson to take this face off, or Martone will step in rather. And the Barracudas get the win. Martone battling forward along the end boards. Carter got it loose. Carter now sends it around. Up the boards it goes. Cruzel trying to tip it into the middle. Neal not got in the way of that. Now Johnson works in, shoots, save made, Mana, and she'll hold on to the rebound. Tiller and Johnson on this face-off with 2 minutes gone in period 3. Round behind the net. Bounces for Delahunt here. She'll ring it around the boards, trying to find Culford. She couldn't reach it. It'll go all the way down. Not enough on that for icing, as back for it behind the net is Caitlin Clark. Comes free now for Haley Thompson in the offensive zone. Thompson sweeping around near the blue line. A centering pass, looking for Culford. Loose puck in front of the goal, and able to reach out and find it is Hicks. That will draw a whistle. And a face-off in the Central York zone. Face-off wasn't done fairly, so we'll reset, do it again. Scramble on the draw as it comes loose for the Panthers. Picked up here by Deckers, and she'll get it out to center. Ordanis racing onto the puck. Ordanis shoots. That's kicked away.
Unassisted. Time of the goal, 18
Here's the loose chance in front of the net now. It's worked back to the line by Shapira. Rink wide as a long shoot, and deflected, and we're going to get a penalty here as that's Abby Pack coming out of the corner. Looks to be in some discomfort, and see what the call is. It's going to be Kaylee Tiller, it looks like, heading off again. Second time this game Tiller's been sent away. It's a head contact penalty, and that will send the Panthers to their third power play of this game. Double minor here, so big opportunity for Central York to get one back, as it's cleared away quickly by Frege, and we're going to get another penalty here against the Barracudas. It's Lily Paisley got her stick chopped out of her hands, and it's going to be Chelsea Tiller this time heading off with 3:51 to go with the first Kaylee Tiller penalty, and it's going to be a full 2-minute 5-on-3 for Central York. Timeout called here by Steve Dempsey as he'll try and draw up a play, extended 2-man advantage coming up here for the Panthers. And we talked before this game about the importance of shutting down this high-powered Central York offense, and it's going to be moments like this where that's really put to the test. Can the Barracudas find a way to stave off not just the first 5-on-3, but even if you do kill that off, you've got another almost full 2 minutes of regular power play against the Panthers team that moves the puck well, that has a lot of offensive firepower. It's going to be a dangerous situation here for Burlington. So it's Frege, the forward, Kalpakis and Delahunt, the two defenders. Janowski, Tryfon, Paisley up front for Central York. Minor and Deckers, the defenders, as it's sent down the ice quickly by the Barracudas off the draw. That'll kill off 10 to 20 seconds of the 5-on-3. Here comes Minor starting the attack. Minor with speed up the wing, drops it off. Rink wide pass, good stick by Frege, who's been excellent defensively for Burlington in this game. Paisley drops it off. That was out of the reach of Minor. Centering pass to the side of the net. Loose puck on the other side is trying to bump it to Manawas Kalpakis. Centering try again and a good stick. Once again by Frege. Up to the blue line. Here's Minor. Minor across. Decker shoots, missed the net. 45 seconds gone in the 5-on-3. Minor steps in, shoots off the stick of Frege. Up and out of play, but what a defensive masterclass Ella Frege's been putting on in this game. Just always in the right place. Good stick in every situation. She's been able to strip pucks, make steals, block pucks, block passes, and big reason she's part of this 5-on-3 power play. Both teams make changes here as it's sent down to the corner. Martone, cross ice pass, unable to settle it down was Johnson. Johnson up to the blue line. Leaving the puck behind there was Clark. She gets it back now. Works it into the middle. A shot by Martone. Knocked down. Loose puck. Song able to reach it and clear it down. 43 seconds to go in the Chelsea Tiller penalty and the 5-on-3. Unable to settle the puck down there with Shapira. That'll lose Central York a few more precious seconds as Audrey Martone skates it over the blue line. Martone stops up near the circle, works it across to the blue line. A shot deflected, loose puck on the near side, save Mena as she gets across in time, and Haley Thompson will send it the length of the ice. 15 seconds to go in the penalty. Lead feed now finds Martone. Martone over the middle, had that knocked away by Frege. In come the Panthers now. Work back to the blue line, and that gets out to center. 3 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Tiller will return to the ice, and it's back to 5-on-4 for another minute 45. Back up to the blue line now. Rink wide pass. Here's Cody trying to get a shot pass down for Paisley. She couldn't settle it down. Cody at the blue line. Down to the corner, reaching for it's Kalpakis, and she disrupts the play but can't clear the zone. Down to the corner. Here's Janowski. Janowski drops it back in behind the net. Off to the side of the goal. Here's Paisley. Paisley, rink wide, down to the corner. Sharp angle shove. Fanning on that was Tryfin, who has the lone Central York goal. Minute 14 to go in the Kaylee Tiller penalty. Puck battle down in the corner. Pinned up against the boards there is just trying to burn time off the clock is Chelsea Tiller. 3 Barracudas and 3 Panthers in there battling for it as it's sent off the boards out to center by Kalpakis. Burlington starts a change. They won't be able to complete it here as it's taken right back in by Ordanis. She'll head off for a change. Delahunt on the puck here, and she'll fire it down the ice out to center. Here's Martone. Backhands that into the middle. Johnson over the line, offside called against Central York.
This period is brought to you by BDO Canada. Assurance, tax, advisory. People who know BDO.
Shapira trying to play that across. Able to get it there. Now a rink-wide pass over the line. Offside called at the Burlington blue line. 30 seconds to go in the double minor to Kaylee Tiller. Burlington's already killed off the long 5-on-3 portion, looking to coax this lead to the finish line here in the third. Panthers win the faceoff. That pass across Lewington wasn't looking in the right direction, and Cruzel will get it deep into the offensive zone. She gets after it here, trying to kill some more time, and now it's skated out by the Panthers. Worked ahead here by Lewington. Lewington drops it off for Martone. Back to Lewington to the net, and she put it right through the crease. Kaylee Tiller getting ready to return. Final seconds. Tied up here in front of the net. We're back to 5-on-5. What a kill by the Barracudas as it comes out to center. Picked up here now by Miwa Carter. She'll skate it ahead. Back to the attack comes Burlington. Carter got dumped in the neutral zone. Here come the Panthers the other way. Pack couldn't get to that pass. Good stick from Chelsea Tiller as Mana tried to slow it down behind the net. Pack out of the corner to the blue line. Rink wide. Comes to the near side. Ordanis, a centering pass and a swing and a miss out in front of the net from Shapira, and now Kaylee Tiller's on the puck, fresh out of the box. As Kaylee Tiller takes it ahead, tried to chip it up past Ordanis. Catalano battling. Over the line here as Thompson steps in to battle for it as well. It's picked up by Pack and taken in, sent to the offensive zone. Maddie Delahunt turns back in the Burlington end. She'll play it off the end boards for Kalpakis. Kalpakis up the near side. Keelan Song was there, and it's sent right back now into the Burlington end. Delahunt for Kalpakis. Kalpakis up the boards on the near side, trying to shovel it through. There's Culford. Puck battle here right in front of that Central York bench. Krusel in there trying to work it free, and she does. Here comes Krusel on the backhand, trying to work it through the middle. She'll shovel it to the far corner. As on it here is Caitlin Clark. Clark lost it. Keelan Song on it now. Song trying to chip it around there as it's picked up by the Panthers, sent out towards the blue line. Krusel. Rink wide, kicked ahead there as Cody tries to get after it. Clark rather, as it's picked up by Colford, and she'll chip it in deep. Long pass here as it's sent across into the skates there of Bianca Hart, and now Kaylee Tiller's on it. Tiller protecting the puck on the backhand, stops up as she enters the offensive zone. Across, finds Chelsea. Chelsea Tiller around back of the net. Haley Thompson there for it. Thompson holding on, protects, back to the line. Chelsea Tiller for Kalpakis. Kalpakis shoots, looking for the redirect out in front. Nobody to get a stick on it. It's sent down the ice by Martone, and that's going to go all the way for icing against Central York, and some tired bodies out there. You see Martone doubled over, trying to catch her breath, trying to defend against that Barracuda top line. Mariki comes out to take this draw after the faceoff. She'll get waved out, so Catalano comes in. Martone comes up with the puck off the draw. She'll get the center and backhand that into the offensive zone, so able to get the change are the Panthers. Here comes Lauren Krusel in, drops it off. Catalano shoots, glove save made by Claire Hicks, and she hangs on. Well, a good setup there from Lauren Krusel as she cut in on the rush, dropped it off, and Catalano got herself into a pretty good shooting position, but Hicks able to make the stop and ensure that there is no rebound. Sent to the line, glove down by Krusel. She tries to work it in. Krusel shoots, that deflected up high. Rebound comes out in front of the net, and it's cleared away as behind Hicks, the net once again coming off its pegs, as they will reset that behind her and get the Barracudas a change. Tiller, Thompson, and Song out there again up front, trying to keep up their momentum from a strong last shift. Puck bounces towards the goal here as it's cleared out. Now Lee. Lee across for Delahunt. She'll flip it in. Stopping it beside the net there was Hicks. Played out into the middle. That's turned back. Keelan Song kicks it up to her stick over the line. Kaylee Tiller picks up the loose change. Couldn't hang on to the puck, and it's sent out to center. Miwa Carter waits for the onside, and then she'll just flip it in. Cross corner here behind the net. Deckers for Minor. Minor up the ice. That's picked off by Haley Thompson. Thompson slipping up the boards, driving the net. Thompson, sharp angle shot, and able to squeeze the post there was Claire Hicks. Trifit comes loose. He's a chance. Janowski working it in. Sends it across. Sharp angle shot that was blocked away by Miwa Carter. Here's Trifit. Trifit down to the corner. Janowski comes up with the loose puck. Janowski, oh, nice move to the net with a chance. Pad saved by Mana to the line. Neal with a shot through, and that took a deflection over the glove of Mana, but it goes wide. Now a centering pass, reaching for it. Mana the save, and she covers up. Just getting a tip on that out in front was Elizabeth Janowski, but Mana makes the save, covers the rebound. 8.5 to go. Burlington up 1. Martone wins the draw. Johnson with a quick shot. That deflects away. Now Krusel sends it down the ice. That will roll all the way, and icing called against Burlington. Panthers up over the 40 shot mark in this game. Riley Manna has been excellent for Burlington. Scramble on the faceoff. Hart reaching for it and able to get it out to center is Krusel. Krusel and Hart working into the offensive zone now. Bianca Hart driving, tries to center, couldn't get a stick on it to fire it across for Krusel, who was on the back door. Here come the Panthers out the other way now. Played up through the middle, and Krusel gets in the way of that. Here comes Krusel again, one-on-one, and coming back to make the play was Martone. Now Martone skates it out over the line. Trying to get it across, couldn't connect there with Shapira, and it's sent around the boards. Unable to settle it there was Haxma. Addison Lee up to the blue line. Minor to the corner. Ordanis centering pass and trying to settle it down there in front of the goal was Shapira. Had it bounce over her stick, and it's out into Central York territory. Here's Miwa Carter. Pass ahead. That's disrupted and taken into the offensive zone by Ordanis. Up to the blue line. Minor holds the zone. Carter deflects her shot away from the front of the net. Now Carter. Up the ice. Here's Haxma. Haxma chips it in around the boards. That deflected away. Trying to hold the zone was Haxma. Couldn't do it. Now Kaylee Tiller after the puck. Speeding up the wing. Tiller 1-on-3 here. Taking hard into the end boards. That's going to draw a penalty. So the Barracudas will go back to the power play. A strong forecheck from Kaylee Tiller to draw that call, and Burlington with a chance to extend their lead. It's Elizabeth Janowski heading off. 2 minutes for body checking. And Burlington a chance to find some insurance here with 6:42 to go. Kaylee Tiller waved out of the draw. Haley Thompson in to take, and she gets the winger win. Here's Chelsea Tiller through traffic. That hit Thompson in front of the net. And it's going to be skated out here by the Panthers. Worked ahead. Here comes Paisley, shorthanded. Paisley stops up, centering pass, and it's knocked down by Haley Thompson. And that will allow the Barracudas to start their attack on the power play. Kalpakis off to the wing, looking for Tiller. Pass was a little bit behind her. Now Kalpakis follows up. Swings it in around the boards. Keelan Song in there on the power play this time. Tiller. Here's Kaylee across for Kalpakis. Down for Haley Thompson. Back up top, Kalpakis looking for Kaylee Tiller. Pass deflected, glove down, work back to the line. Kalpakis holds down to the corner. Here's Tiller, a sharp angle shot. That was Thompson, sorry. That was turned aside. Reaching to try and keep the play alive. Here's Thompson. Coming in to help is Song. Here's Chelsea Tiller at the blue line. Had it poked past her by Paisley. Paisley on the puck again, and she'll backhand that down the ice. Burlington changing over halfway through. The penalty to Janowski. Tiller waits up behind the net, and now she'll get things started. Miwa Carter slips up the wing on the right. Here's Carter. Works in, stops up, centering pass, loose puck kicked away as Frege goes after it now. Frege down for Krusel. Krusel dropped it off for Frege. Frege back to Krusel. Trying to drive the lane, had that knocked off her stick and sent down the ice by Lewington. 15 seconds to go in the penalty to Janowski as the Barracudas get things set up behind the net once again. Martone trying to force a play there as she goes in on the forecheck. We're back to 5-on-5 here. So the Panthers come away with a big kill late in this game. Final 4.5 minutes as the Barracudas try to nurse this lead through the last few. Sent up the ice, lead pass that got past Pack. Not going to be an icing call here as Tiller's there. Tiller around the boards to the blue line, held there. Unable to hang on to it was Deckers, and now Chelsea Tiller. Long lead pass, finds Bianca Hart. She's in alone. Hart scores! Bianca Hart adds the insurance marker, and she's got her second of the night. What a game. Bianca Hart. 2 goals in this one, her first 2 of the season, and a heartbreaker to give the Barracudas a 2-goal lead late in this one. And what a pass from Chelsea Tiller, a long pass from the goal line to the opposite blue line to set up the breakaway, and Bianca Hart with the incredible game here to give the Barracudas a 2-goal lead. Up the boards, Keelan Song. Up for Frege. Sent ahead here as Frege drops it off. Drop back now. Here's a shot to save it. Rebound loose, bouncing around and able to corral it in front of the net for the Barracudas. Here's Krusel now. Krusel. Bouncing puck here in the neutral zone. It's taken ahead, worked in. Janowski trying to drag it past Carter. She couldn't get past, and now Frege on it. Telesnik steps up. Carter. Battle forward along the end boards here. Loose and picked up by the Panthers. Sent out to the front of the net. Janowski loose at the front of the goal. Pad save. Mana keeps this a 2-goal game. Telesnik sends it in deep off the end boards. Delahunt fires it around. Empty net here for the Panthers. 6-on-5. Loose puck. Bouncing puck. Cans in front of the goal. Save. Mana. And she hangs on. Some pushing and shoving in front of the goal, and they'll get that sorted. Riley Mana with a huge glove stop, and we're going to get a pair of penalties here. Miwok Carter heads off, so does Audrey Martone. Those will be offsetting, so we stay at 5-on-5. 2:41 to go, and the net remaining empty for the Panthers. Off the face-off, trying to get it straight to the net there was Kaylee Tiller. Missed wide. That'll be icing against Burlington. 2:36 on the clock. Panthers have already used their timeout. Otherwise, feels like this would be or around this time would be when they would, but they used it on that 5-on-3, so that's not an option. As it's chipped up the boards, here's Bianca Hart looking for the empty net. Just missed wide. Now Thompson, she'll send it wide to the net as back for it is Deckers. Played out through center. Addison Lee chips it up the boards on the far side. That's going to get past everybody, and this will be icing once again. As Bianca Hart thought she might have had a chance at the hat trick, couldn't quite get it to go. 2:13 to go now. Net still empty for the Panthers. Still 6-on-5 as they look to pull off a late comeback. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Barracudas as Kevin Greco tries to rally his troops to hang on here through the last 2:13. Big third period for Burlington. As Bianca Hart adds the insurance marker on the breakaway after Lauren Krusel gave them the lead. Now trying just to get the job done. 2:13 to go. Burlington has done an excellent job of shutting down this Panthers team. They've had their chances, plenty of shots for the Panthers. Riley Mana has had to make a few big saves, but Burlington has done a good job breaking up chances, getting sticks in lanes, blocking shots, doing the kind of things you have to do to shut down a high-powered offense like these Central York Panthers, as we're back from the timeout rather, and time to dig in for both sides. Tiller, Janowski on the faceoff. Panthers get the win. Loose puck rolls to the goal, and Riley Manna all over that. Covers up. A few more seconds melting away there. Haley Thompson giving directions before the face-off as Addison Lee chips it up off the glass down the ice. Not going to be enough on that for icing as Telesnik goes back. Cody.
Penalties to Central York.
Battle for it here is Kaylee Tiller. Tries to pull it free. Bianca Hart in there as well. Comes loose towards the front of the goal. They score! It's a hat-trick goal. Bianca Hart on the empty net. What a game for number 18. The finishing touch on one of her best games in the U22 Elite. A hat trick in a big game against a good team for Bianca Hart. Her first 3 goals of the season. What a night she's had as the Barracudas take a 4-1 lead. Johnson, Panthers trying to get one back quickly here in the final minute and a half. Hicks starts to sneak away towards the bench. Down the ice it goes, and you hear the applause that Bianca Hart gets for the hat-trick goal. No one happier for her than the other Barracudas on that bench as it's sent into the offensive zone by the Barracudas. Krusel trying to get it out in front of the net. It'll roll in on goal. Hicks covers up. Both teams make changes. Minute 6 to go here as the Barracudas can start to shut things down. Great team game that they've played here. Excellent defensively and getting offense from all over the lineup. How about Bianca Hart in this game? She's been the story as the Panthers take it into the offensive zone. A centering pass that rolls right through the crease. Puck bounces high out to center. It's knocked down in the neutral zone by Minor. Pack. She'll get it deep. Behind the net, Keelan Song around the boards finds Haxma. Haxma now backhands that ahead. She couldn't settle it. Chip down here by the Barracudas. Now Paisley. Paisley fires that in on goal. Manna will redirect it to the corner as sent around the boards. That gets out past Minor, and we're into the final 20 seconds. Barracudas can start the countdown. Haxma chasing it into the offensive zone. Centering pass as that got knocked away. Tiller drops it back. She'll turn in the neutral, in the defensive zone. Takes it out to center, fires it deep, and that will do it. Bianca Hart carries the Barracudas to a 4-1 win. A hat trick for Hart. An incredible game from Riley Manna under all sorts of duress. Held the Barracudas in it when they needed it. And the offense from the depth provided for Burlington. A big 4-1 win over the Central York Panthers on Saturday night in Burlington. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. This has been Barracudas Hockey. We'll be back tomorrow as the Barracudas take on the North York Storm here at Mainway. Before we go, a thank you to our sponsors.